see the camera and shit. Alright, we will be doing some essence crafting right now. And we're started the league late, so it is much harder to get money by playing the game since the prices have gone down in 2 weeks drastically. So right now our best bet is to craft items for sale. It's 2 weeks in, and my bread and butter crafting method is essence crafting. And here I bought some essences today. We have different kind of essences here. We got some scours. That was Nova. That's all you need. Then I bought some bases for crafting. I use many bases. Like, these are just a couple that I use. Although I don't use these fucking things. I'm gonna destroy them because they look ugly. Moonstone ring. We're gonna keep a couple just because. And all the cheap bases are item level 84. Gloves are item level 86. Hypnotic Eye Jewels, item level 84. Rings, opals and steels are item level 82 plus. And that is because 81 is T1 wet, 82 is stats. So we want to have T1 stats if possible, because many builds have a lot of high off-color gems, which require off-color stats like strengthened dex. So if you have them on your items, they will sell much better. RIP, Mr. Big Tip. Let's get started. Going to start with opals. Opals are meta this league. And since we're using Screaming Essence, we have to scour. If you're using Shrieking or above, you don't have to scour. Right. So we got a couple of things we can craft on opals. You can use anger. Wait. You can use anger. Anger. And this is for fire damage percentage. This is for Righteous Fire build, which I will be playing as well, and it's pretty popular. But right now the most hot and sexy essence is Wrath, which gives you a lightning percentage damage for the arc build. And you know, when you're crafting items, you need to find out what are the most popular builds, what are the most popular skills. We're gonna type in, we're gonna go to PoE Wiki, we're gonna type in arc, right? And then we're gonna pull it up here. So arc is a spell. So now we're thinking, alright, well, Flame Blast is for penis heads, unless they buffed it. Anyways, when you're crafting for jewels or rings or whatever for a build, you need to look at the skill gem. This is the main skill, arc. And here, the first row will tell you which things affect this, right? Spells, lightning, and chaining. So basically we're gonna be looking at spells and lightnings. These affect it, right? So these are the two things we're gonna want to have in our... Oh, Demigod King was playing Flame Blast. Holy shit. Well, that's good, because that means nobody else will want to play that. Right. So it's the Wrath. And we're gonna use the Wraths first, and if we have opals left, which I think we will be doing Angers. Steel Rings is next, Mr. James. Right, here we have T1 life and lightning damage, but then we got some random ass garbage here. Is this sellable though? Somebody might need cold resistance and some crap. I think we have an open prefix. We have an open prefix here as well. So what you could put here is mana, lightning damage to attacks, although then it's not good for arc because it's not an attack, it's a spell. But since we have a lot of bases and this was cheap as fuck, we're gonna keep it. And we're gonna put it here. Yo, what up, Mr. Sinelli? How you doing? You came just at a good time. Right. Next we're gonna be using lightning damage accuracy. This looks garbage. 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 Oh, look at that. Mana, lightning damage, mana regen. Interesting. Yes, I'm crafting. Max mana is a prefix, so this would have an open prefix and open suffix. So this will be really beautiful if somebody is mind over matter. I don't know if they are. You can put all res here and it will be really beautiful. Although it will be just you know, medium. We're gonna keep it still though. We're gonna put it here because like I have like these are the GG rings here and this is like whatever. Mom build, yeah, I know. I heard. Here we got absolute jack shit. Right, so you need to know something about builds in general. If you know you have an elemental build, elemental damage with attack skills. So this wouldn't affect. This cannot affect spell, can it? Because it's attack skills. Or maybe attack skills means. I don't know. No, it cannot affect that. Evasion prefix, energy shield prefix. Yeah, so there's not too many things you can hit here. Because, you know, the wet would be really good, but it's only for attacks. So, okay. And you know, well, I'm just doing things here, but you might not know what I'm going for. So, okay, we know we're using arc, that is a spell, that is chaining and is lightning. Okay? So we're gonna take up a ring, right? And we're gonna check which items we want to need to have. We want, of course, T1 maximum life. And that's about it. And maybe mana. Mod when. You haven't missed anything. Right. So, okay, so you're thinking, alright, arc. Well, okay, let's make this clear. Prefixes. You want T1 life, 80 to 89. Then, you know, mana is always cool because you don't have too many prefixes, so we're gonna put T1 mana. Yeah, and level of socketed gems or rarity or whatever. Suffixes. You want T1 lightning. Light percentage, right? That's the shit you want. Also, all the other lightning T1 ele percentages. So elemental, I mean all of them. They're really good. They're okay, you know, they don't scale as hard, but they do scale. Well, they don't really scale. And then you want resistances. T1 res. So you just want resistances. So basically you're looking for lightning percentage, any ele percentage, and resistances. This should be like under. This is much more important than this, so, but they're not in an order. Basically, this is what we're looking for. Increased cast speed. Cast speed. Cast speed is good. T1 stats. T1 strength int dex. I'm not... Which class is it? Which class? This is elemental. They play elementalist, right? So you would want their intelligence base, so you would want dex and strength then. To, you know, dex, faster attacks, whatever, hatred. Well, they don't use hatred, but still. So you would want these stats. Stats are really, really important. That's why we have 82 plus. So now we have figured out what we want to craft, what we want to hit. Hope, is that you? This is me. Yeah, flat damage to attacks, but that is attacks, that is not spells, so we're trying to craft for arc build. If you're using lightning arrow, for example, that is an attack, and that will actually benefit from lightning percentage and added lightning damage. But that is an attack. Arc is a spell. It will not gain anything from damage to attacks. And yes, right. Always flat damage to attacks is better than wit, usually. Yeah, they do. Wonder is like 2 tiers higher than a bow build, basically, because Wonders usually have money, they're old players who know what they're doing, they're willing to spend money, so... Alright, this looks pretty good. You've got... This could be like a hybrid life energy shield shit. It has some resistances. We have an open prefix. This looks good. Pretty good. I put it here. We won't be re-rolling this, I don't think. This looks beautiful. Let's take next. Things I want this to have before I start keeping it is life, or open prefix to craft life, and resistances. We will always be hitting lightning percentage because of the essence. Like fire damage to attacks, you know, energy shield max mana, yeah. Would mana regen T1 be worth it for Indigon builds? It was... I'm not sure about Indigon, like... But... It's like, well... What skill are they using to... What skill is Indigon using? What skills are Indigon builds using? Because you have to think about it like, well... Mana regen, is it good for Indigon? Yes. I don't know the tiers, like what's the number 1, what number 2, and so on. Basically, you're thinking, alright, so we have 3 prefixes. But mana regen... Oh, that's a suffix. Fire damage.
The most harmless click might signal your impending doom.
Right. Now, this is a beautiful ring. Take a look at this. We got intelligence. Unfortunately, if you're elementalist, you're intelligence based. If you are not, however, this is good. But then you have open prefix or prefixes, so you can craft mana here. We got the lightning damage, life, and all rest. This is a beautiful ring for somebody. It's not special, but it's good. Also here, look at this. Max life, mana, T2 fire res, some dex. Somebody might need exactly 23 dex. and 40 fire res, and they will be willing to pay for this shit. Okay, so here we have strength, lightning damage, 50% all res. The evasion is useless, but we can put life here. We can craft life here, but I am not happy with this ring. I'm not. The all res there does not save it for me. This could have been interesting, but I don't like it. Int, max life, max mana, mana regen, rarity of items. This is like a really, really shitty meh ring, so we're gonna keep it anyways. Max mana, fire, cold resistance. Now this looks decent. We're gonna craft some life there and it'll be beautiful. Although we can't craft it right now, but we can do it later. So here we get high strength. Like this would have been decent, but... I mean, I could keep this, but I won't, because I will be making anger rings. Although, here's the thing, like... If the things you... Here's the thing. How much does it cost you to craft some item? What determines that? Well, the things you're rolling with and the base. Well, here the base is 2 to 5C and the essence is 1 to 3C. So you're dealing with really, really cheap items. That means you can settle with shitty rings and sell them because they were so cheap to get. If you're rolling around with, let's say, 86 shaped onyx, which costs several exalts, well, then you can't settle on a shit roll because the base is so fucking expensive. So, you know, I mean, we could settle with this, but... And we might, because I just want to put shit to sell. We're gonna re-roll it if we need more rings, okay? This looks pretty shitty to me. Mana regen, life regen. This looks so fucking basic, but you couldn't put, so okay, I'm gonna read. I think it was suffixes were full. Max energy shield, strength, physical attack damage, so just like. It has strength, max energy shield, code res. We're just gonna sell it. Because we don't have a single energy shield one. Alright. Now we are going for angers. Anger is increased fire percentage. So now we take a look at the PoE affix. So first thing, alright, we're crafting opals for righteous fire, right? So we're gonna check what do we want to hit. Right, this was what was it? It was arc. We were trying to hit some arc things, right? Next, we're gonna try to hit. Wait, what is it? Righteous fire, RF, okay? Prefixes, right? You want life, T1 life. You know it. T1 life. You can use T1 cold / lightning damage. You cannot have fire because it will fuck up your things. Does wet affect righteous fire? I don't remember. But it is a spell, so it shouldn't work. Because if you go here, PoE Wiki again, PoE Wiki, it will say that it's a spell. Righteous fire. The Pope of crafting, you know it. So it's spell AoE plus fire. To spells doesn't work with righteous fire, eh? Yeah. But we're talking about elemental damage to attacks, but it shouldn't work because this is a spell. But it should. When did they change that? And shouldn't it work? Because it's fucking Opal. Oh no, it's increased elemental damage. Now this does work, but you know, increased. Is it really called that, or is it just this fucking thing is so aged that it doesn't understand it? Do we have any wet here? We don't. Alright, let's keep. Well. So if the wording is elemental damage with attack skills, then it won't work. But if it's worded differently, I think it's elemental damage with weapons or something like that. So it should work. Right. You want the max life, wet, and you know, then whatever. Whatever. So for your stats, you are Juggernaut, you're strength based. So you would like Dex and Int to your stats. So that. Suffixes used to be weapon elemental damage. Oh, did they change it to attack skills? Nah, I don't remember. The wordings are really important because you need to know the difference if it's so we like T1 attributes T1. Well, this can be the Dex. Increased fire damage. Let's say fire percentage, really good. And T1 all res, of course. We're gonna put res here, you know, all the resistances work. And one really good thing is T1 life reach. Okay, so they changed the wording from weapon elemental damage to elemental damage with attacks. Yeah, I call it wet. So this is what we would be looking for a righteous firing. So let's get to it. So we have nothing really good. You don't need accuracy, damage to attacks, it's whatever, and really low lightning resistance. Right, here we got high strength, which is not very useful to your Juggernaut. Then you got mana, which is really meh. All res is fine, but nothing you would want to keep. GL, Mr. Mustache. Right, here we have some low rolls, which we're not gonna... You keep missing the Crusade. And we're not evasion based. If you have armor... Here we have int, but that's it. It should work like that, but the pagans are tired at the moment. Yeah, there's many builds like Poet's Pen, Volatile Dead, shit like that. There's too many builds to actually keep track of it, or not really, but elemental damage with attack skills. Well, that definitely is not good for... should not be good for Righteous Fire. I don't say definitely because I'm not sure, which is strange, but I don't know. Here we got high, nice int, and then some random crap. The main thing would be to hit T1 life, some high resistances, and maybe a stat like int or dex. That would be GG. Alright, now here we have a decent ring. T2 life, and then whatever resistance and some dex. Now this is beautiful. However, it is filled with suffixes, so there's only open prefix slots. But yes, this is good. This is good. I'm gonna put it there. Beautiful one. Just try to hit more. Fire damage, energy shield, fire resistance. This can be good as well. This can be good as well because some people use low life Righteous Fire, but you know, you would want both. Like you would want energy shield and life because, just because some use that. Is it even worth crafting on non-Elder Shaper? Yes. Many things like for example, if you're crafting on boots, well, with the traps and such, you know. But yeah, it is. For some builds, for some items, no. Amulets, for example, no, it's not worth. Rings, yeah, it is. Yeah, I don't know. I don't think too many things, but you know. You know, this is not a session to make the best possible item. No, this is a session to make items to sell. We're at a point of the league where we do not have a lot of capital to use. Here, you cannot use this because of the fire damage attacks. It will fuck up your thing. This is so confusing though. Right. Oh, look at that. Dex and int and fire damage. Dude, if this had life, this would be so sweet. But we're gonna keep this because if somebody is really desperate for stats, this has a lot of stats. So we're just gonna craft some life there and we're gonna see what happens. Alright, this looks good. Int, all attributes, T2 life. Wait, this is T1 life, yeah. T1 life. It doesn't have resistances though, and you know, resistances would be better than all that 5 all attributes. But you know, we're making shit to sell, not perfect items. Like I said, we're making cheap shit. Rarity. Whoop whoop. Alright, we make these items, now we're gonna put them here and put a price on them. Right, just gonna use random pricing. Araf is really good still. It doesn't matter if it's meta or not. Some builds will be always played no matter if they're meta or not. Like they just will be played. And you know, it's like, oh, but only 10 or 50 people will be playing this build. Well, those 50 people will be good at the game, old gamers. And you know, they're gonna have money, they're gonna want some good shit. They're gonna want some good shit, so, you know. If Bill Gates likes your art, well then you're good. Well, it varies. Like, if you wanna make GG shit, you need to make GG shit for builds that have experienced and wealthy players. If you're crafting a trillion items, then you need to have a cheap build for the masses. And I don't like the term cheap build because why not play the best build? Why not? Why would you play or not the best build? Like what? Why wouldn't you be allowed to choose the best build in the game? You know, just go for it. I do. Right. Next we will be making steel rings. I had probably made over 3,000 steel rings in my PoE career. Much over 3,000. So let's get to it. I'm not gonna go into the detail about the stats here. If I wanted the GG shit, I would be using Hysteria with 10% physical damage as extra fire, because that is superior to weapon elemental damage. Alright, here we got some stats. Strength, int, this is beautiful. Somebody wants evasion, strength, int, right, we're just gonna sell it. Simple as that. This looks like a shitty ring as well. We're gonna sell it too. Okay, this looks decent. It looks decently shitty. Sellable. Intelligence and fire res. Yeah, I mean, I could, but I won't. I could, but I won't. Dex. Well, Dex is the shittiest possible thing for some, of course, it need it, but... Alright, we got an open prefix here. Points, exclamation mark points. This is good. You got high int here. And you can put all res here, so this is good. This looks juicy. Nah, I'm good. I don't like sapphire rings. I don't like single resistance rings because they're too, you know. Ooh. Fire res, lightning res, intelligence. This will be a good one. All res dex. I mean, listen. This is gonna be good for somebody. The dex is not good for most of the classes because they're rangers, but you know, some physical build will want the dex and the all res, so we're gonna keep it. Here we have a double rarity ring. It has a prefix and a suffix rarity of items found. As you can see. So here you got fire damage and cold damage. Well, Doomfletch would benefit from those. Why not keep the rarity? Because my friend Mr. Brittany, rarity sucks dick. It's like a homeless midget with sharp teeth sucking your dick. That is not a good time. Lightning damage to attacks, that is useful, but all the other rings fall a bit short. Like the lead sprinkler would probably like the fire percentage. Lightning damage, I like the intelligence roll there, but you know, we're gonna... Like, I'm looking for two things. One is of course, the main roll from the essence, which is the physical damage to attack. Then I want either accuracy, attack speed, resistances with life. Like, I want two good rolls for me to start keeping this. Keeping the item. GL boys, GL. Max mana, yeah, these are not too good right now. Alright, here we got max life, lightning resistance. You can still put all res here, this will be good. The max life is low, but I guess if you only farm bosses, no, rarity sucks dick. Unless you like homeless midget with sharp teeth sucking your dick, you should not use it. Here we have a good one. I mean a decent one, because I love accuracy, and you can put all res here. Accuracy is a suffix, you got two open suffixes. You put all res here, it's gonna be beautiful. It won't have resistances, but, you know, rangers can do without. No, trust me, rarity sucks dick. You don't want it. Okay, here we got strength, wet. Now this is a pretty strong ring. This will be a beautiful. This is the best ring I make now. Still not very +1 attributes. Well, that has nothing to do with the rares. Rarity of items means it decreases the chance for the item to be unique. Or maybe, you know, if it's weighted like cards, maybe you have higher chance of getting more rare card. I'm not sure about the cards, but rares are rares. Right. So we ran out of contempts. Okay. We have Essence of Scorn, and with this we can make some pretty sick rings. We're gonna do it. Now that is a good start, boys. That is a good start. I said we can make some pretty good rings. Well, that is a pretty good ring. That is a pretty good ring, my friends. If you have the emote, this is the time to drop the emote. This is really good, but it's not GG, okay? But this is really good. This is really good, it's not GG. We have physical damage, prefix, suffix, suffix, prefix. So we have open prefix, open suffix. What you wanna do is craft life and slam a suffix. Hope to hit. Or res, or T1 fire res or something. T1 lightning res would be the best, because we're using, if you're thinking about rangers and wanderers, well, why would lightning resistance be the best? Well, because they have Dying Sun, and then they have Taste of Hate, which both give +50 resistance to fire and cold. So lightning is... It was a good one tap. I mean, this is, otherwise this is like, you got the strength, accuracy, but you got nothing. You need the main thing there, like, you need some damage to attacks. If you don't have the damage to attacks, then you're gonna have a bad time. Like, you can craft if you have life and shit, but... Ooh, Smexy. Max life, max mana. It was decent, but... I suppose I just want to roll a bit more. See what happens. I mean, you could put... But okay, you got physical damage to attacks. I was thinking about lightning damage to attacks being useful, but you don't want it on a steel ring base. So you want to make sure that all the stats go with your story. Like, if you have physical and elemental, then, you know, that's not a... Like, this would be okay, but you don't have a slot for prefix. So you can't put life here. You can put only resistance, but... I think we're gonna keep this, because if we put resistance there, it's still gonna be decent. Right. Now we're gonna put these here and price them. I don't know anything about it. Well, I don't know if you're religious or not, but, you know, if you read the Bible, on page 237 on the left side, it says, if you multi-mod a ring and wear it, you're going straight to hell. So, you know, that is why I do not personally use multi-modding. Because it is Satan's favorite pastime, so I will not do that on my rings. On some items it works, but Am I doing essence spamming for the chance of hitting the jackpot? Well, here's the thing. You have to look at items like this. So you got the prefix, the suffix. If you're using essences, that means you're locking one stat to a tier. If you're using Screaming Essence, you know, you're locking your thing to a bit under tier 1. Tier 1. No, yeah. So it can't really be a prefix. So we're thinking, well, I'm using Contempt on Steel Rings. Well, that means my physical damage to attacks will be prefix mode, essences, tier 3, yeah. But it will be only this. You can't hit the GG one with this. You could hit, if you had Deafenings, then you could hit the GG one. But it's already has been made, so I'm just crafting for profit. I'm crafting for people who are looking for some resistances, some stats, and, you know, life, and an attack or spell ability. So lightning damage to attack, lightning damage percentage, damage to attacks, and so on with life. Like, it needs to have the basics, which is the damage to attacks and life. After that, you add the stats, the resistances. But yeah, people, you need to understand how people search for items. Well, they say, okay, well, it at least has to have physical damage to attacks and life, and let's say 20 all res. Well, 20 total resistance, I mean. And, you know, then my rings will show up, because that's what they search for. I'm looking for Gucci physical rings with res and life. I'll test them out for you. Oh, nice. What did I price this? I didn't price it. Oh. So here we got a double stat. We're gonna drop a 4x on it. No, not after yesterday, but you have to look at my wares was like, what? 7 rings and this many jewels? No sales. $211 of anger in one trade. Nice, good shit. By the way, check around for the prices. No. I won't. I could. Maybe I will. But I won't. Right. One of my favorite things to craft. Gripped gloves. And as I said, we're not trying to make the best possible things, we're trying to craft profit. And you should always quality these. Before you start crafting. Costs nothing and it can have a positive effect if somebody looks, oh, I need to quality these, but then mine are already qualityed. Right, so here we're gonna use the Essence of Zeal, which gives you attack speed. Right, we got physical damage to attacks, attack speed. So we basically got one good thing and that's it. So, like I said, I want 2 good things for my items. If it doesn't have that, I'm gonna reroll. Usually. Like Dex on a grip glove, and that is not good. Alright, now this looks decent. The life is low, but you got physical damage attacks, attack speed, double res. Now, is this gonna be worth a lot? No. Is it sellable? Yes. I'm gonna put it there, and let's go for the next one. Alright, now this looks much better. And is this sellable? Yes. I'm gonna put it there. Oh. Right, is this sellable? Yes. Why is the physical damage so low? This would be sellable though. But we're gonna reroll. We got some nice accuracy there. Open prefix and suffix. What is that? Tier 2? Oh no, it's tier 1. Well, I've been doing this for several leagues, so I know how to do shit. Also, you know, when you buy like couple thousand exiled worth of essences from a dude every league, you know, they're much more inclined to sell you shit when they have it, so I have many wholesale dudes who just sell me all of their shit. The accuracy here is good, because somebody might want accuracy on their thing. The physical damage attacks, but it is pretty poor on the resistance side of things. I'm struggling with this. I don't feel good with it, but you know, we're gonna check it out later. And the thing, why am I crafting so much? Well, the items I want do not exist in the game. So if I want an item, if I want a good item, I need to make it myself, because there's only shit available. Excluding few cases, of course. Talking about this. And yeah, it's a cheap, quick flip. Right, well, here we have really low max life. Ah, fuck, it's too low. I want good two good things and it only had one good thing. So it didn't carry it far enough. Physical damage to attacks, attack speed, accuracy, put life here and it'll be decent-ish. Okay, we're gonna put these... Gonna price them somehow. You know, don't spend all your day pricing. I mean, I can just pop a price and be done with it. I mean, I haven't even enchanted this, so they won't probably sell because people sell with stats. People rarely, you know, search for item with an open prefix so he can put life there. That's very rare. They put in life, and if this doesn't have a life, it's not gonna show up in their search. So